Hello students, welcome to the Pole Science of Class 12 Arts, and today we will proceed from the point non-congressism. And in the previous classes we read about the Congress system that was very much prevalent from the year 1951 when the first general elections was held, and till 1967 till the fourth general elections were held. Till that time the Congress won every elections with a majority. But after that, during the fourth general election, the Congress lost, and that fourth general elections of 1967 is also called as the landmark year in India's political and electoral history because Congress lost for the first time. So after that elections came the system or the era of non-congressism. That means it was the first time that the Congress party was not in the government. So let us proceed understanding about the non-congressism. So the Congress party's decision of devaluation gave birth to the concept of non-congressism with different programs and ideologies to form anti-congress fronts. It was claimed to be necessary for democratic purposes. That means why the Congress lost the 1967 fourth general elections? Because of the fact that they had devalued their own rupee with that of the United States dollar. So which actually, due to this decision, many citizens of the country lost their job. Then price rise was another factor, and that price rise and unemployment also was increasing day by day. So due to all these factors, the Congress actually lost the election. So after that, when the Congress lost the election, that gave birth to the era of non-congressism. That means non-congress party was to form the government. And it was also believed by all sections of the society that a non-congress system is very much needed at that particular moment. So first we have read about the fourth general election of 1967. So now we will read understanding about the electoral verdict. That means what was the verdict of the people in the fourth general election. The fourth general elections to the Lok Sabha and the state assemblies were held in February 1967. The Congress faced the electorate for the first time without Nehru. Many contemporary political observers described the election result as a political earthquake. The Congress did manage to get a majority in the Lok Sabha, but with its lowest tally of seats and share of votes since 1952. The political leaders like K. Kamraj in Tamil Nadu, S.K. Patil in Maharashtra, Atulya Ghosh in West Bengal and K.B. Saha in Bihar were defeated, along with majority. Lost in other states also for the very first time in any non-Congress party has secured majority, including coalition government consisting of different non-Congress parties. So that means what? The Congress, as of earlier, they managed to win with a vast majority. That means the opposition parties could not touch even the half figure also what the Congress was touching till 1967. But during this fourth general elections of 1967, the Congress lost in many states where they were actually the majority. And many prominent leaders like K. Kamraj, who lost in Tamil Nadu, then another prominent leader of Congress, S.K. Patil, lost from Maharashtra. Then Atulya Ghosh was another prominent leader from the Congress who lost in West Bengal, and K.B. Sahai also lost in Bihar. So these were some of the major turning point where the Congress prominent leaders were defeated. Clear? And this was the first time that the party other than Congress were very much in that frame to form the government, because they along with other smaller parties were very much eager and were capable to form the coalition party at that time. So talking about the coalitions, the election of 1967 brought the phenomenon of coalitions, which was formed together by joint legislature parties to be called SVD, that is Samyukt Vidhayak Dal. The SVD in Bihar included two socialist parties, that is SSP and PSP along with the Communist Party of India on the left and Janasangh on the right. In Punjab it was called Popular United Front and comprised the two rival Akali parties at the same time. That means you can say that till 1967 there was not an idea that coalition government will ever come into the politics of India, but it was for the first time that the idea of coalition was coming to everyone's mind, and this was because that the Congress did not win or did not had a majority in most of the states. That suppose if in Punjab if 100 seats are needed, then Congress was only managed to win 80. So as a result, what happened? Other smaller parties managed to win the seats. So these smaller parties were doing what? They were adding seats of different smaller parties to make a majority. Suppose 20 each if they form, if 5 parties are there, if they are able to form or add 20 each from 5 parties, they can easily manage to form the government. So like that only it was going in many states. So in case of Bihar, the Samyukt Vidhayak Dal was taken. That means many parties joined and named this coalition as Samyukt Vidhayak Dal. It was in Bihar. Clear? After that, in Punjab also, where it was a coalition of United Front, and as we know that there were two Akali Dals. So these were rivals actually before these elections, but due to the coalition factor or due to the urgency of forming the government, they actually came together to form a government. So these rival Akali parties also came at the same platform to form the government, as we have seen in Bihar, like the Samyukt Vidhayak Dal. Clear? After that comes defection. So this defection means an elected representative leaves the party on whose symbol he or she has elected and joins another party. So after the 1967 general election, the breakaway Congress legislatures played a major role in installing non-Congress governments in 3 states, namely Haryana, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. The constant realignments and shifting political loyalties in this period gave rise to the expression Ayaram Gayaram. That means the topic defection is one of the most important topic related to this party and party systems in India. So who are these defections actually? Short questions or objective type questions might come, that who are known as the defection. So this defection may be called as a particular candidate. Suppose that individual is from Congress party, he has represented the Congress party and he has won also from that particular party, but after winning he has leave that particular party, that is of Congress. So when he or she will leave that party, that particular candidate will be known as defection. So as a result, in the 1967 general elections, what happened? This defection was the main factor that played an important role in forming the non-Congress government in many states, including Haryana, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. That means in these 3 states of Haryana, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh, other than smaller parties, this defection factor also played an important role, where many candidates after contesting election from the Congress left that party and had given vote and their support to non-Congress. So it was in this period only, during this time only of 1967 and in and around that time, that a famous quotation was very prevalent at that time, which was Ayaram Gayaram. That means this Ayaram Gayaram was directly related to the defection factor. That means in defection factor, under this, an individual was fighting elections and winning the elections from the Congress party. After that, if he or she was wishing to join another party, leaving their own party, they had left also. And again, what happened? When they were not satisfied with the non-Congress parties after forming the government, they would again return to their own party. So that's why that particular quotation of Ayaram Gayaram was very popular at that time. That means at once they are leaving their party after winning elections, they are going. Then again, if they are not satisfied with the other parties' formulations of policies, they again return to their own existing parties. So due to this only, the quotation which was Ayaram Gayaram was very popular during that particular time, that is during the 1967 general elections. So with this we have come to the end of today's topic. Please make a note down of all these important points that we have discussed today, starting from non-congressism to electoral verdict of 1967, then the coalitions. The idea of coalitions was first brought during this time only, and last but not the least, the defection. So with this I will wind up today's topic. Thank you.